Founded in 1988, Blue Byte is one of the pioneers among the German game developers. In 2001, they joined Ubisoft. They now have more than 300 employees in Düsseldorf and Mainz. We are meeting with André Maybau, and we are going to talk with him today about career opportunities in his company. So we are standing here in front of the new game, right? So my first question would be, what game are you playing at the moment?
Well, at the moment I'm playing FIFA, like nearly everyone, and Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Unlike some years ago, the German game industry now shows a wide range of job profiles. So apart from game programmers, what skills and job professionals are you looking for?
Well, to be honest, I've heard this question many times, and the point is, if we would say we only like this or that, this makes totally no sense. What we're looking is a full package of skills. So usually if we are looking for a programmer, we are not only looking for programming skills, we are looking for social skills as well, because usually our teams are working in, well, at least 30 people in a team, and it is really key for us that the people are communicating. So only being a good programmer is not enough. So you have to have, let's say, social skills, a lot of social skills, because you have to work with very difficult people sometimes, people from different disciplines. So programmers have to talk with artists have to talk with producers and all the other stuff. So it's very important that you have a lot of social skills to communicate to all people. So in the end, if you ask me what's the most important skill you have to bring into the gaming industry is, in the end, social skills.
So what is more important to you as an employer? Solid and profound studies at university or college level, or specific project experiences?
I wouldn't say it's the one or the other. In the end, it could be both. It could be one of them. So in the past, people had no studies. The field of universities that were offering studies related to games industry were not that tall at all. But meanwhile, we have a huge profile of universities that are offering especially games-related studies. But nonetheless, it might be possible that we receive an application from someone who's saying, well, I am programming since I'm 10 years old, meanwhile I'm 30 years old. I've never visited a university, but nonetheless I'm a quite good programmer, for example. For sure he has a chance. But usually, as usual in Germany, you need to have this letter of certificate from a university, a bachelor degree or a master degree. I guess the most of our employees do have such a degree, but it's not key. In the end, what we really need is people that are keen and passionate.
What about the German language knowledge?
It's definitely unimportant in our industry, luckily. So in our studio, or in our studios Düsseldorf and Mainz, we have more than 35 different nations. So just an example, we have a programmer from Argentina, and usually when I'm speaking with a German colleague at the coffee machine, we're speaking German, but as soon as someone drops by who doesn't speak German, we switch automatically to German, and to English, sorry. And just to give you another example, we have a recruiter, he's from Australia and he speaks no single word German. That's not important in our industry. The industry language is English.
So tell me about Berlin.
Oh, Berlin. Yeah, well, in the end, what we said very often already to politicians as well is that getting the right people is quite difficult because the German market seems to be kind of empty. For sure, there are a lot of universities that are taking care of new people, but nonetheless, sometimes we need more experienced people, and then we have to go to other markets, for example, the UK, but Eastern Europe as well. And the universities in Eastern Europe are becoming more and more interesting for us. So the reason is to say, hey, we would like to have another location, which is Berlin, which is a quite attractive position. If you are speaking to people from abroad, saying, hey, we have a studio in Düsseldorf or Mainz, they have no idea what Düsseldorf or Mainz is, but Berlin is very attractive, is a metropole, and we can grab people from the Eastern European market, and this is quite important to us.
So let's just imagine I have the right skills and the project experience and I'm working for you. What would my work life look like? I mean, would I work in an office with my colleagues from 9 to 5, or how can I imagine that?
So it's different from the old times. So in the old times, let's say 10 years ago, there were a lot of crunch times, or let's say there was one crunch time for the whole period of the game development. But this has totally changed. We have, meanwhile, very good experienced producers, and they are taking care that crunch times do not take place anymore. I wouldn't say it's from 9 till 5. as usually in Germany, we have to have a break, and that means at least from 9 till 5:30. Yeah, to be correct. Yeah, but for sure this is possible as well. But you know, we have a lot of passionate people, and if they are working on a project, they would to become ready with their task. So, in the end. We can say yes, it's possible to work from 9 till 5, even a bit less from day to day, but some people are really keen to finish their work, and so sometimes they really work by themselves a bit longer. We're taking care that people are not working too long, just to make sure there's a work-life balance, but you know, we have a lot of or many passionate people, and that's the reason why, well, we have flexible working hours.
So last question for today is, why should a game expert from abroad apply to work in your company?
Well, first of all, Germany is a very interesting country, especially for the gaming industry. We're growing and growing, and well, we are a part of Ubisoft. That means we are able to work on AAA titles. So formerly, Blue Byte was only known for Settlers and Anno, but meanwhile we are working on titles like For Honor or Skull and Bones or Rainbow Six Siege. So it's really interesting. It's not only these small titles, Anno and Settlers, and for sure we have very interesting locations. So Düsseldorf is a very nice town, very international. Mainz is a capital as well, very interesting town, a lot of history there. And last but not least, there's Berlin. Everyone worldwide knows Berlin. So very, very interesting, and the opportunity to work on really great games.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today.